RGC, Katolin.
I am profoundly delighted to take an opportunity to introduce the guest for today. He is none other than Mr. R.G. Kanha Katulin, Teacher 3 from Agnonok Elementary School. Other than this, he is known as an IP teacher paying back to his community.
Go ahead, Bambeni Rose.
What are your ideas about learning modalities amidst COVID-19 pandemic?
About the learning delivery modality amidst COVID-19 pandemic. So it is the learning modalities that we are going to use or apply to that which is suited to our learners. So we have a lot of learning modalities, but we have to choose the best or that can be suited to our learners.
Okay, sir, for the second question, in your school, and if given the resources and infrastructure for everyone, which learning modality do you think is most effective?
Thank you, ma'am. So since Aglinok Primary School is the last mile school in municipality of Kalinog, so we are the remote area. So we only have options for this learning modality. We only have the printed modular learning modality since the area has no signal and no electricity. In terms of learning modality or which learning modality is most effective, I think this is the risk taking of the school heads if what modality that they are going to use that reflect to their school learning continuity plan. So all learning modality for me is effective as long as it is suited for our learners.
Let's proceed to question number 3.
Okay, so another question, sir. I'm Dev Serdanio of Navais Boris Elementary School. As a classroom teacher, what is your idea about online instructional supervision?
Okay, so thank you, ma'am. So about online instructional supervision, it is a teaching strategy using an online platform. So where in the teacher can share ideas about their daily lessons in an online modality. But this online platform supervision uh, for me can be applied in a city or in a town, but I think this is not applicable sa mga bukid ni area.
So as a teacher, you were able to experience online instructional supervision during this time of pandemic, and why?
Okay, ma'am. So since the pandemic began and since the school year started, we never experienced online instructional supervision during this time of pandemic. It's because of the school where I am affiliated has no signal, no electricity. Plus, we had to consider that since we are in a public school, so we cannot expect that everyone has a gadget or everyone has an internet connection, especially in mountain areas. So they don't have that materials for online or gadgets for online instructional learning.
Thank you, sir. Let us proceed to question
Okay,
number
sir.
5.
So thank you for that.
Good afternoon, sir. Proud IP teacher like you. Question number
Thank you.
5. Do you think online supervision is maximized and effective during this time of pandemic, especially in your school?
In my school or in my case, ma'am, for me, online supervision was not maximized, and for me, this is not applicable since the school where I am affiliated has no signal and no electricity, and then they don't have also a gadget for the online instructional learning, since uh, they are the poorest of the poor, and then since they are in a 100% IP community, and the maybe they don't have that much na makabakal kang anda nga gadget para lang sa online learning. And for me, the online learning is this online supervision is not really that much effective even though in a lowland schools. Thank you,
For
ma'am.
our last question, Sir RG, as we try to deliver the continuity of learning using different modalities during this time of the pandemic, we as educators have equal share of challenges and victories. My question is, what meaningful experiences can you impart to our fellow teachers so that it will inspire them to keep going?
Okay, ma'am. So thank you so much. So I know this time of pandemic we experience a lot of stress. Some of us experience a lot of obstacles and challenges that really across as we going to give a quality education to our learners. But of course, as a teachers, we do not forget that we are the model of the society. We are the one to give that quality education to our stakeholders and to our learners. So the first person that can understand the situation is we as a teacher. Kita gid ang mauna-una maka-intindi, and dapat is the we as a teacher the first also to cope up with this situation, that kinahanglan na ipakita naton sa aton mga estudyante and as well as the community that we have that kind of resiliency to to overcome all the challenges and obstacles that may across as we go on and as we provide the quality education to our learners. So as a teacher in the mountain schools, we a lot of challenges there's really a lot of challenges that may across. So it is the motivation in ourselves that drive to that so that we can come up with a one innovation that can inspire us as a teacher and inspired to our learners. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, sir. That is truly inspiring. And that would be all. If there's a final word to Ma'am Benny as our leader.
Thank you so much, Sir RG, for sharing your time, effort, and expertise to answer all our questions. Again, thank you and God bless.
Behind the scene. The end.